So hello everyone, this is your Krishna from Women Today YouTube channel. So in this channel, we have been interviewing many women entrepreneurs and working women across different cities in India. We are just going directly and we are making offline interviews, and we are also making online interviews across different cities in India and also across different countries in the world. So today's our guest is from Delhi and her name is Niva. She is a mom coach, prenatal and postnatal fitness expert, and in this interview we are going to discuss a lot of topics regarding this. So I welcome you, Niva ma'am, to this Women Today YouTube channel. So hi, how are you? Please kindly introduce about yourself, about the kind of work you're doing to the audience who are watching this interview right now, ma'am.
Thank you, Krishna. Thank you for introducing me. And as you introduced myself, I am a Niva Kartang. I'm mom coach, and I have done my bachelor's, my master's in my physical education from the DIM University, that is LNIP Gwalior. And right now, I'm working with the women's health to regain their strength, to build up the stamina and energy to do the all works. Like women are struggling for their health, we all know that. So I'm working with women for the last 8 years, and I have transformed almost around 2000 plus women. So that's all about my introduction. Now you can proceed further.
Yeah, great, ma'am. So, hearing that you have 8 years of experience and you have almost coached more than 2000 people is something great, ma'am. So, before proceeding, so I just wanted to ask, like most of the people will not be aware of these kind of departments do existing. Like they not be aware of, okay, there are some persons who can help us. So here you are, who can help them during the prenatal and kind of postnatal kind of fitness things. So first of all, let's go with the first question. What do you mean by prenatal fitness, ma'am?
Yeah. So what happened in Krishna prenatal fitness, like when a woman's get pregnant, and that's a very appreciated thing. The woman's is bringing life to the world, and that work that I don't say it a job or something like that. That is totally like recommended and appreciated. So what happened in prenatal now? Body get transformed, body get changes from like head to toe. It gets transformed in many ways. Daily a woman is facing many kind of challenges, many kind of fitness related issues and hormonal imbalance and many more things. So exercise is like in a like you can say a gem in this. If we do exercise, if a prenatal woman do exercise, then it is believed that the half of the issues are get solved. A woman feel more energetic, a woman feel more towards the health, to give priority to the health and all these things. So this is like prenatal something sounds. And one more thing, like it is not only for the like what most of the females believe ki it is for to get the easy labor pain, easy delivery. It's not like that. It's not only one benefit of doing exercise during your pregnancy. This is the very minimum benefit we can say. The main benefit is to the woman and to the baby as well. Fine. Because it create a lot of like crucial for the baby as well to grow, develop, to have the development in the womb. And by doing exercise, it will create a good effect on the health of the baby as well.
Yeah, I do understand, ma'am, because most of the time people will be like, they'll be having two kind of options. They'll be telling like, okay, you're not right now having a baby with you. So since you are now in the kind of conceiving stage, so you don't want to work. But the thing is that we should have some kind of movements in the body. And in this
Exactly.
yeah, exactly, ma'am. So in this stage, there is some kind of thoughts that okay, people will be confused. Like old elderly people will be able to understand that okay, certain movements can be done, but most of the people will not be aware that okay, they do need some kind of physical activities for the well-being of the kid. So in this kind
They
of
become very conscious. They become very conscious for their baby. Like if they do something which is not expected them to do, and with not a proper knowledge, because people in this field like working very less. Not many people are working in this field. So the knowledge which is surrounding, which we have, which we call the surrounding, the old people's, they suggest don't do any kind of workout, don't lift weights, don't do something. It's like that. So the woman gets scared. Like if she has done something wrong and something happened to the baby, the whole claim will be on her head. She has done something, that's why this happened to the baby. So it's not like that. It's completely depend on the body. Like every individual has a different capacity and a different capabilities to do the things. Fine. We cannot compare a person with another person. We cannot compare two-person at the same page because they have the different capacity, different abilities. Their body stamina, their stability are totally different. And for doing the like exercise and all, you must get a green signal from the doctor as well, because like in this interview I don't want to interpret anything wrong and anything like that ki how women who are having some issues with their health and they can start doing workouts and all and they worsen their health. It's not like that. You have to be get the green signal from the doctor first. Fine. What doctor is suggesting you, because this is a very crucial stage. Understood. This is a very crucial state for both of us, for both of for the baby and for the mother as well.
Yeah, I do
So
understand.
we need to get the green signal from the
Yeah, yeah,
doctor
I
first.
completely.
And one more thing, do exercise under someone's guidance, because until or unless you won't take guidance in that particular thing, and you are doing it by your own without having like proper knowledge of the field, so you held up with something wrong in that.
So yeah, yeah, that's the thing which I wanted to ask you, because most of the people will be telling like you should do some kind of basic exercises, but they are not correctly able to understand what is the exact exercise at what month we
Exactly.
should be doing. So tell us, ma'am, what is the exact kind of exercise do you recommend to the people who is pregnant, and in which month they should do what type of exercises? Can you please elaborate about it, ma'am?
Yeah, sure. I'll be happy to elaborate it. Like when the lady get the news like she is pregnant, like it is in the 5 6 weeks. So first crucial, like first 3 months are the very crucial for the female. So at that time only walking is advisable. Like you can do proceed with the walking. Now after the completion of 3 months and you have a checkup with the doctor, then you can proceed with little more exercise like prenatal yoga. You can go for swimming as well, but make sure when you go for the swimming the pool must be clean, because that time we cannot take the risk of infection. And in the pool it might can happen, so make sure that the pool will be clean. So you should go there, go for swimming. You can do cycling as well. And if a female is doing workout before pregnancy, like some females are there who are going to the gym, who are doing their workouts, so their intensity has already increased. So after getting pregnant उस इंटेंसिटी को like थोड़ा सा कम करना है, but they can proceed. And the woman who is not engaged herself in any sort of physical workouts, then the intensity will slightly more decrease. Sorry. In this way, we can proceed further. And like in the second trimester, you can do any sort of exercise. Avoid exercise which you have to lie down on your stomach, in which you have to give more force on the stomach. So you don't do those exercises which are affecting your stomach region, like your abdominal part, we can say, because that's the main affecting part. That's the main part which is working. But yes, you can work out on your shoulder strength. You can work out on your legs strength. You can do the explosive strength exercises. You can do all these exercises.
Yeah, great.
But again, I mentioned do it under someone's guidance.
Of
Take
course,
the guidance, that is
of course,
very necessary.
of
And
course.
you must have your partner. A partner doesn't mean like every time your husband, someone else you who you are very close to, you have that with you.
Yeah,
Like
okay.
do that, you must have the support that time.
Yeah, yeah, you clearly explained everything. Since if you want to follow any kind of exercise, even if men or women going to gym, there should be some kind of gym trainer over there, because no one can't. There should be someone who should tell that you can only lift a certain amount of weight according to your physical kind of fitness. So without having a
Fitness.
proper gym trainer, we can't go and we can't just work out in the gym. So in the same way, like a person who is getting conceiving for a baby, they should be having a proper trainer, proper fitness trainer,
Exactly.
like you, like Niva ma'am. You are a proper prenatal and postnatal fitness trainer. You are just helping a lot of women in conceiving a very healthy baby by just doing a good exercise, and these are the very kind of good things you do to the society. But the thing is that everything should be having a proper guidance. So I think this is the
Planned
part.
and structured way. Like it should be science based system. It should work on the scientific methods. Like scientifically proven method should be there.
So this is the part where you actually step in. I do understand, ma'am. Also at the same time, so most people who are in kind of pregnancy, they will be having a lot of pelvic floor issues and also a lot of back pain. So at this point of time, how do you think that the exercises which you train to the pregnant woman will actually help them to overcome this kind of back pain and other kind of issues that they face, ma'am?
Okay, so I'll explain this by telling you, like, first, if you are having severe back pain, like there are categories, there are stages in the back pain as well. So if you are having severe back pain, do consult with the doctor first. Okay, if your doctor allows, yes, you can proceed with the exercise and all. Don't do exercise when you are having severe pain. It's not like that. Right now, I'm having pain and I can go for the exercise. No, first let the pain settle. Do the exercise when pain is not there. At that time the pain is not there, and the best exercise to do in the back pain is the cat and cow pose. You can go with the cat and cow exercise. That is very recommended exercise in the prenatal and postnatal fitness for back pains. Like cow and cat and cow exercise, where I explain it how you can do it. Come in the position, and then when you inhale, make a hunch in the back. When you exhale, make an arc in your back, like this. Inhale, hunch, exhale, arc. So this way you can proceed, and like on an average, the recommended sets will be 3 sets, 15 counts. That is a recommended exercise for a normal human being, normal female.
Of course, this type of exercises can't be explained in the entirely by the online interview. But if a
Yes.
person is visiting you and if they're having some kind of proper guidance, then they can kind of do this kind of exercise at kind of full guidance.
And we have many variation in this as well. In the beginning I told you it's totally depend on the individual capacities and capabilities, like how they are performing. We can start from the simple cat and cow exercise, then we can do the variation in this as well. How we do the variation, we can do variation with the weights. We can start with the 1 kg weight, with a 2 kg weight, then we can proceed further in this way, like 4 to 5 kgs weight, so that it builds strength in your lumbar region. It can build strength in your spine to make it more flexible, to make it more strengthened.
So also when practicing some kind of common exercises, so what are the modifications that they should do? Because whenever you're doing any kind of yoga asanas or any kind of exercise, even in the normal stage, like any men or women, they should do each and every exercise and each and every yoga poses at the right stage. I mean, at the right cause. If they are not doing, then there will be some kind of side effects in the body and there will be a lot of problems because they are not doing it properly. So basically,
Properly.
when you do a common exercise, what are the modifications that they should correct themselves so that they will be having a good healthy baby, ma'am?
Yeah, they can do exercise, like they can take help of the YouTube. If they know, like they want to do this exercise, they can take help of the YouTube. And if any discomfort while doing the exercise, immediately stop. No need to exaggerate your body, no need to push your body, no need to push your limits, because ultimately you are carrying a life inside you. So don't put it at risk. If anything, like it's seems like discomforting you, just immediately stop that. So
Yeah.
modification, and the like modification again, I can tell you, like it's not possible to disclose the modification right now on the interview, because I don't know how people will take it and they'll start doing it, and I don't want anybody to get in any kind of discomfort. So I'll suggest them again to go on the. There are many channels, there are many things. Even my Instagram, I have put many videos regarding to to build up the strength in the back, to build up the strength in all over body. Because right now I'm also a mother of 4 month old baby boy, so I have done my pregnancy workout throughout my pregnancy, so from the very first trimester. So, and I felt the changes as well. My recovery after the delivery is so fast, so quick.
Yeah,
So
I do.
these are all things you have to keep in mind. Yeah.
Yeah, I do understand, ma'am. The only simple point about the modifications which you told, that if one feels very some kind of discomfort, no need to continue with the exercise. You just leave
No
it
need to continue.
and just do your normal things. So that's a very good thing because people do not want to force with the exercise. If they feel that even if that exercise is doing good to the body, and if that body, if their physical body is not able to kind of adjust with that. Then if it's causing some kind of discomfort, so this is the kind of sign you should stop the exercise. So that's the very,
Perfect.
that's the
Don't
very good
compare
thing.
yourself with anybody else. Don't look at the what people are doing nowadays. They are scrolling on Instagram. They are watching, many moms are doing it. They are watching them, and I'm happy. They are getting motivating. They are getting motivated. They also want to do fitness. But what they started doing, no, they started comparing themselves. Don't compare yourself, because you don't know for how long the person is doing that fitness. You never know, no? So you are starting from today, but the person who is putting the video on Instagram, they might be doing it for years. So there is a difference, who the person who is doing from years and you started from day one. Move slowly, move gradually towards your goals. Don't rush towards it, because fitness is nothing like that you can achieve in 1 or 2 days or in a month. It is a lifestyle changing habit. I don't suggest कि if you start doing workout in your prenatal and postnatal fitness, most of the females start doing in the prenatal fitness, thinking about like they'll have a normal delivery and they are doing it for the baby. No, completely no. You are doing it for yourself. Give it a priority. Don't stop after the delivery. Don't get stopped. Okay, you have the normal delivery and you have the painless delivery and your baby is fine. Don't stop them. Don't stop that time. Keep on continue. Make it a habit. Make a health and fitness and exercise to be your habit. It should be habit like eating a breakfast daily. And when you skip the breakfast, you immediately have the thought in your mind, oh, I missed the breakfast. Something is missing. So that kind of feeling, my main motive for the females is like that kind of feeling should be aggregate in your into you. Ki if you miss the exercise, so you should whole day you will get in your head ki, oh, I missed the exercise, I missed the exercise. So this is the lifestyle changing habit you should develop.
Yeah, once again, you're telling that each and every kind of exercise, what we do, if it's doing some kind of good thing in our body, and if we are comfortable in doing that, then we can just continue with it. If we are not comfortable and if you feel a little bit discomfort, then it's better to go and consult a trainer like you, like a prenatal and postnatal trainer like you, and get a green signal from you. And once you have properly guided them with the correct posture of the exercise, with the correct timing, with all kind of sets, like how much sets we can do in one day, like how many months we can do this kind of exercises in the kind of pregnancy period, and like what are the hours which is it the morning hours, is it the afternoon hours, or is it the night hours? So getting a proper trainer like you are the only person who can guide them. So that's the only thing which I wanted to tell in this interview right now, ma'am. So again, coming to the postnatal fitness. So once a woman is giving a birth to a child, she is going having some kind of energy loss. There will be a lot of kind of energy which is losing in that period, and they'll be going through a lot of kind of sickness, and also they'll be very tired at that time. So what are the ways that one can recover and heal after the childbirth process, and how your postnatal fitness workout will actually help them in getting healing after they gone through the childbirth now? So tell us about the kind of postnatal fitness workouts which you actually recommend the women who have actually delivered the baby in a very few minutes, like right after the delivery of the baby, ma'am.
Yeah, understood. So, Krishna, I want to first suggest after immediately after delivering the baby, don't get disheartened. Don't get like your body has been changed. Your body undergoes so many changes, and you are not looking fit as you were earlier before your pregnancy, because this will give you more like discomfort and unsatisfactory feeling. Ki, oh, what happened to my body? This mummy pouch has been popped out. So this is your body. If you start working on it, you will able to get the good physique. Fine. So don't rush towards it. Again, I'm saying don't rush towards it. Take proper rest at the initial time. And what is the recommended initial time is 6 to 12 weeks. Like in 6 to 12 weeks, take proper rest. Don't think about like what will happen, what I am doing, what is this. Like there are so many things. There is a postpartum depression as well, sleep deprived, and many things like baby routine, baby schedule is also so disturbing. So that time only only you can go with the meditation and the deep breathing exercise, which will help you in calming yourself in to get the blood circulation, proper blood circulation in your body, which will give proper oxygen supply to your brain and help you to calm. So in the first 6 to 12 weeks, don't do any sort of exercise. Just take proper rest because body needs time to heal. Okay. And if we talk about like what kind of exercise we can proceed with, like in the 12 weeks, so we can start with the walking. First, we start with the walking. Like we can do 30 minutes walk in a day. We can do 20 minutes walk in a day. Even like carrying a baby with us, we can do walking. Okay. Next thing which we can do to heal the core muscles, the majorly affected muscles are the core muscles, which need more strengthen. They are the most effective, most affected muscles. So we can go for the core pelvic floor core exercises to strengthen those muscles. Okay. And what are those pelvic floor exercises? Like alternate toe touch, alternate toe taps, beer holding, okay, glute bridge. Then you can do I cannot explain it right now on the call because it need a demonstration for that. Okay. But some exercises I am explaining you, you can go with these 3 to 4 exercises in a day. You can start with 5 to 10 times, 5 to 10 repetitions. Give yourself appreciation even if you are doing a one set daily. Appreciate yourself. Single or small efforts make a big changes. It's not about ki in a single day you are doing 20, you are doing 30, and then the next day you are taking rest. No use. So do at least 10, do at least 5, do it in a correct manner and appreciate yourself.
So
Do appreciate.
yeah, tell us, ma'am, for how many months right after the childbirth should we just continue the exercise? Like the very next days of the childbirth, you told that they can go with simple kind of meditation, with simple kind of walking exercise, and they can do it. So right after the 6 to 12 weeks, then you should. I mean, you are recommending some kind of exercises. So till what time?
Yes.
Like how many years they should continue these kind of exercises right after the childbirth? Should they continue like after
Yeah.
like 1 year or 2 years, or they should continue till the like 5 years? So tell us about it now.
No, no. They should continue it like pelvic floor exercise first before proceeding towards the strenuous workout, towards the heavy workout. They need to first regain the core strength, right? To regaining the core strength with the consistently if they are doing it with the consistency, it required only 5 to 6 months. They will regain the core strength and then they can proceed towards the strenuous exercises. Okay. Like gradually we will increase the intensity and volume of the exercises. It's not like that in the first month we will increase the intensity, will increase the volume. It's not like that. Gradually we are increasing the intensity, increasing the volume and the flexible hours and timing as well. Like if in the initial first month they are doing it for 10 minutes, like in the next month they can go for 20 minutes. Then again they are increasing their stamina, strength and flexibility, they can do it for 25 minutes, 30 minutes, and then with the hours and with the consistency they can go for 1 hour as well. So 6 months is required.
Basically 6 months
6
you're
months
talking
with
about.
consistency is the key to get success. Because until or unless you are not consistent towards your goals, no prenatal, no postnatal, no highly qualified coach will gonna help you. It's completely depend on you. Like it's a two-way process. Same as a teacher and student kind of thing. If a student is eager to learn something, then only the teacher will give the 100% efforts. But if the student is like skipping 1 day, 2 day, and not having time, I don't understand why people say that I don't have time for exercise. Why? My biggest question to them, like why don't you have 20 minutes or 30 minutes for your body? And then if you get health problems, if you get something serious to your health, then from where the time comes to visit to the doctors? It's a question, no? Like from then you get the time to visit to the doctors, to take the appointments, to take the medicines and to take all these things. So to avoid all these things, to visit the doctors, focus on the health. Give those 20 minutes to your health right now, and this 20 to 30 minutes will preserve your 20 to 30 years.
Of course,
Moms
that's
are giving time to everything. If a working mom is there, she is giving time to her work, she is giving time to family members, she is juggling with the office hours and office work, but she cannot take time for fitness, only 20 to 30 minutes. So I just want to motivate those women. I just want to clarify them that take out some time for yourself, take out some time for your health, because when you fall sick, no one is gonna take care of you. Like, people will take care, family members will take care, but you will feel regret कि काश आए मैंने उस समय निकाला होता टाइम, तो आज मैं भी फिट होती, आज मैं भी भाग रही होती, दौड़ रही होती. It's like that. So
yeah, of
it's very
course.
necessary.
Yeah, I do understand that there are people there to actually help us. But the thing is that the only person who can help when we are around 60 or 70 years of age is not our children, not our parents, even not our kind of partners, not our relatives, anyone. No one can help us. Actually, only one thing can help us is our own health. So the exercises
Our own health and our willpower.
yeah, willpower, of course. So the exercises which we do in our early stage, it's not only for the pregnant woman or other kind of women. It's also for the men, kids, and everybody. So if you don't
Everybody,
spend time,
yeah.
if you don't spend proper time to take care of your body, then as usual, which you told is right. Then you should find time. Then if you are not allocating time to go on exercise, then you will be allocating time to go and visit doctor. That's the very simple thing.
Yeah.
So as you
Yeah.
told,
If you, and one more thing, if you find like health is expensive, if people like they find health is expensive, health coach are demanding more and they are charging more, but I told you the reality, they are charging less than the doctors.
of
They are the
course.
people who are help they are the people who are helping you to cure your health, and doctors are helping you to cure your the health which you have worsened, which you have आपने खुद ही खराब कर लिए. They are helping in that, but the health
Yeah,
coach are helping you to preserve that health. So if you think like health is expensive, try medicine first.
yeah, I do
Medicines
understand.
are more expensive nowadays.
Yeah, I do understand, ma'am. So people, it's very simple. People are here to help you out. Each and every people who are existing in this world are helping you out in some or the other way. So people will always try to help others with some kind of help which they can get in the form of revenue or something. So this is the basic concept. So, but most of people will try to just bargain with the kind of things, but we can't go to the bargain. We can go to the hospital and bargain with the kind of doctors who are operating on us when our
Exactly.
kind of health goes worse, and we can't go and tell like doctor, can we do it like 10 lakhs, you are asking for 15 lakhs, can we do it for, we can't go and bargain with them. So at that point of time, the utmost care which we need is our own health, and for that own health people will be willing to spend even crores of money because we want to regain our health. So at this point of time, instead of going and paying something in which your health is lost, is better to pay, it's better to go and consult someone who can help us by just maintaining our health in order to be fit till the entire lifetime, in spite of going and visiting some kind of things in which we will be having a lot of pressure and we'll be getting a lot of struggles in our own body. So I do understand it, ma'am. So it was a great explanation from you, ma'am. So regarding postnatal kind of fitness information you told us. So tell us basically what are the kind of exercises which you recommend to a woman who has given childbirth, and within a time period of 6 months that you recommended to a woman to do a lot of exercises. So what are the common exercises that you recommend them to have a very healthy lifestyle, ma'am?
Yeah, so they can do like basic stretching exercise first. Starting with the stretching exercise, they can proceed towards the core building exercise. And in the core building exercise, I can mention 2, 3 exercises. First and the very important exercise is again the cat and cow pose, beer holding, and the alternate toe taps. And we have number of variation in these 3 exercises. Like if I tell you, there are 4 to 5 kind of variation in cat and cow, and in the beer hold and toe touches, toe taps, there are 4 to 5 kind of variation in each exercises. So again, with the capacity of an individual, we can proceed in that.
So tell us, ma'am, what are the some kind of
And walking is the very important. Walking is again the very important.
Of course, walking is the basic thing which we should do in each and every stage of our life. I do understand, ma'am. So, what are
Yes.
the
Yeah,
such?
and it also helps in the in the C-section delivery as well, because if the C-section stitches are there, so your body need to move to heal those stitches. Your body need to work on them. So that's why the it is recommended in both the ways.
Okay, ma'am. So, during pregnancy period, what are the some common issues that arise and the postpartum related to core and pelvic floor health? There are some kind of problems happening over here. So, what is the kind of source? I mean, what is the kind of cause for it, and how can we actually completely eradicate these kind of problems, ma'am?
Yeah, so the common issues which we get after the postpartum is first and the very important thing is the postpartum depression, sleep, that is due to the sleep deprived. Now secondly we come towards the hormonal imbalance. The body is going through so many changes, and so the hormonal imbalance will be there in the body. Third thing, and which is very importantly, like 70% of the women are suffering from that, and that is diastasis, because the what happens in this, the core, like core muscles are kind of this shape before pregnancy, fine. When the lady get pregnant, the core muscles get stretched, it gets stretched, and after delivery it is not come back to the normal shape, it is still like in this shape. So it depends on woman to woman, it depends on person to person, like how much is the diastasis recti is there, is it a one finger, two finger, or three finger. Okay, so to heal that, to heal these things, again we have to go for the core building exercises. Kegel exercises are there, we need to focus on that. And one two more issues are there, like urinary inconsistency, that there are urinary problems are there. Then the lower back pain, majorly issues. And postural deformities, we can call it as a postural deformities. There are 3 to 4 kind of postural deformities, like kyphosis, lordosis, and there are many reasons behind it. What happened in this postural deformity is because a mother is feeding to the baby, so the posture, this round shoulder come, and with the round shoulder the lordosis will also come, scoliosis, spine disbalances also come. So there are these kind of deformities happen after the postpartum. But yes, we can cure them, we can do the exercise to cure them. There are many exercises for all, like separately for all deformities. And I can demonstrate 4 to 5 exercise right now on the interview. For example, like a woman, if they have breastfeeding, you can simply rotate your shoulder in this way. You can simply rotate your shoulder to relax the muscles of the shoulder, to relax the back muscles. Fine, and you can do this. Open up the arms. Okay. Now you can do this sort of exercise near to the ears and up and down. Now open up, chest in front and hands at the side of your body. Okay, rotate your arms and the arms will come closer to the ears. Okay, and this is join the ears. So these are like simple 3 to 4 exercise. It will hardly take 5 to 6 minutes, but again, this 5 to 6 minutes will help you in regaining your strength, to release your mentally stable, to make you emotionally and socially fit.
Yeah, that's great, ma'am. So you have explained these kind of 4 exercises simply via this interview. That's a great thing, ma'am. So also in between, you were just speaking about Kegel exercises. So what do you mean by these Kegel exercises? How can we do it with the help of a practitioner? I mean, a trainer like you, ma'am. So what are these Kegel
Yeah,
exercises actually?
this can be done on the machines as well. This can be again done on the floor as well. Like again, there are many varieties in these exercises. We can perform it under guidance, and yeah, it can be performed in the gym as well. These
Yeah.
are also floor exercises.
Yeah, okay, ma'am. So, what are the common mistakes that you do in exercises right after the kind of childbirth kind of stage? What are the, even if you just train them a lot, they'll be having some kind of mistakes, common mistakes. So, what are the common mistakes do you find, and how can one actually kind of avoid it? Because the exercise which you taught us right now, it's very simple exercise, like just moving your hands, but other kind of exercises we should do at utmost care, we should handle some kind of precautions. So tell us, what are the common mistakes which one do, and how can one kind of eliminate these kind of mistakes while they're doing exercise during the postnatal fitness, ma'am?
Yeah. So the common mistakes which people like, which I saw like many of the women do, is the like practice. There is a quote: practice makes man perfect. And if someone is not doing exercise for a long time, so no matter how many times I explain them, no matters, it is completely depend on the person they are doing. So the common mistake is about the posture. They're not maintaining the postures. Okay. And next thing is the breathing pattern, because in some exercise we need the breathing pattern. So when to inhale, when to exhale. And this all sort of like this can be done again with the practice. The daily you practice more, the daily you will have the mastery on that.
Yeah, of course, we should practice these kind of breathing exercise in order to maintain our kind of physical and mental health. So, speaking about mental health, people will be going through a lot of stress during the pregnancy stage and even after the postpartum stage. So, tell us, how can you actually help your clients in maintaining and completely eradicating, eliminating the stress which one develop in this kind of pregnancy time and after the childbirth, ma'am? So, tell us any tips which one can follow in order to eliminate these kind of stress periods, ma'am?
Yeah, so basically the first and the very important thing is the breathing techniques. Second thing, like breathing technique, I can explain you here. Like simple, sit in the calm and composed area, hands on your navel part, and simple inhale, hold the breath for 5 seconds, and then exhale. It's very simple. But still, people find it difficult because they are not practicing it daily. Second thing is meditation. I know meditation is quite difficult for the people who haven't tried it, who haven't done it. Even sitting for 1 minute, even to make someone sit like 1 minute in the meditation is a task for us. Sometimes it becomes very like challenging for us how to make a person to sit in the meditation, because they keep on moving their eyes, they keep on rotating their eyes, their mind is going here and there. So you can start initially with 1 minute meditation, 2 minute meditation, and gradually you can increase it to 5 minutes, 10 minutes, proceed further in this way. Next is prenatal and postnatal yoga. You can join postnatal and prenatal yoga classes. Then again, next come to the gentle walks. Do the walkings even after having a snacks, even having something in your mouth like your lunch, your meals, anything. Just walk for at least 5 to 10 minutes. Do walking. You can hold the baby in your hand and then do walking. Journalizing your things. Keep things in the writing, because once you write the things, then it will give like in your subconscious mind, it is somewhere yes, you have to do this. So keep writing the things, because if you're not writing and you are just thinking in your head, it get messed up. Understood? It
Of
get
course.
messed up with so many things. And if you write it, then it comes to your subconscious mind and it will give you a signal that yes, you have to do this. You have today you missed something. And very important thing is the social support. You, if you are feeling low, if you are feeling tired, talk to someone, talk to your loved ones, express your feelings. Don't suppress your feelings, express your feelings as much as you can. So these are the simple 5 to 6 tips which like I think it can, and it is helping most of the women's. Not
Yeah,
only
that's
every time engaging yourself into the 1 hour or 2 hour exercise in the gym is helpful. Simple tips, keep your life simple, will help you in many ways.
Yeah, that's a great explanation, ma'am. So also when you are just practicing this kind of pregnancy and kind of postnatal fitness, so what kind of nutritional foods would you recommend for the woman to take during the pregnancy period and after the childbirth, that is after the postpartum period? So tell us, what are the kind of foods that you recommend to the women who actually have these kind of exercises, because in order to do a proper exercise they should avoid and eliminate completely certain type of foods. So what are the foods you tell them not to have and what are the foods you recommend them to have during both these kind of stages, ma'am?
Yeah. So before pregnancy, like when a female conceive, there are some foods like papaya, chiku, some sort of fruits are there which a woman should avoid. And like after giving delivery, like after delivery, they can have anything, but make sure before and after. What is the important thing is to track your protein intake. The more protein you intake, then the more benefit it will be for you as well as for the baby as well. And that is in the both the cases, like before pregnancy also and after pregnancy also, because before pregnancy it will help in the building blocks of the baby as well as your body also, and after that you are breastfeeding mom, so it will help in that way also. And after pregnancy, like, don't skip your iron, your calcium, keep on taking them, don't skip them. Most of the women's, like, they skip their calcium ki ha theek hai, now they delivered the baby, everything is fine, what is the need to take the calcium right now? So I must suggest that all the breastfeeding moms, they must take their calcium, they must take their irons, because right now also your body is working, so your body also needs fuel. So take a balanced diet, take a balanced approach. Everything should be balanced in your meal. Don't overeat, don't take yourself into the lack of nutrition. Have a proper meal, have a proper planned structured meal, or we can say like customized meal plan.
Yeah, of course, because people, when they are going through some work, or people consider it may be for men or women going through some kind of work, or kids who are going through some kind of exams, they'll be feeling kind of stressed, and also at the same time they'll be concentrating only on the kind of work that they're doing. They'll not be able to balance the kind of fitness level which they should have in each and every stage of our life. So tell us, ma'am, after a childbirth, so if a woman want to maintain the fitness and also they want to take care of the kind of newborn baby, so how can one balance between these two kind of situations? How can one can make oneself fit and also at the same time they can take care of the baby? Because
Take
they
care
should,
of the baby.
yeah, because they should have proper time, because most of the people tell that we are not having time to go for exercises, and in the same way right after childbirth they'll be telling like, I have to take care of my child, I don't have enough time to take care of my fitness. So tell us one kind of common tip in which one can balance between the fitness of their own health and also they can take care
And
of
the
the baby,
newborn.
man.
Yeah. So Krishna, I just want to say, like, they can take example of mine. As I told you, I am also a mother of a 4-month-old baby boy, and I lost my 12 kg postpartum weight with the proper and a planned, structured way exercises, scientifically proven exercises. And for the time, I must say that utilize the time when your baby is sleeping. Understood? Many women, they utilize the time when the baby is sleeping, but what kind of work they are giving priority to, that matters. What, and when your baby sleeps, what kind of work you are giving priority? Do you really think that those work will gonna help you in your health? Then though it's fine. But if you think like that is not gonna help you in your health, then skip them, skip those work and start doing on work, like start working on you. So utilize the time when your baby is sleeping, when your baby is napping. And the newborn and the baby, they naps like 3 to 4 hours in the daytime. So quickly take a chance to grab the opportunity and utilize that time.
Yeah, I do understand. We should always try to balance everything only when the baby is
Yeah,
sleeping, because
it's Krishna, it's all about priority, I told you. Once you give the priority to the things, then you can manage the time as well. But if you are not prioritizing the things, then you keep on giving the excuses, I don't have time, I don't have a proper schedule and something like that. But once you think, yes, it is important to me, I have to do this, and I'll take out time, no matter how. And once you think like you have to take out time for this, automatically you will manage everything.
yeah, okay. Yeah, that's the basic thing which we enter into our subconscious mind. If we just fit our kind of, if we just set our mind that we should do, then we will set our mind that we should allocate some kind of time in order to do that kind of task. I do understand, ma'am. So we have just
Exactly.
discussed a lot regarding prenatal and postnatal kind of fitness things. So tell us one last question in this interview, ma'am. So via this interview, if you want to pass any kind of message to the women, men, or any kind of age in this, I mean, any age category of people in this world, what kind of message would you like to tell to the audience who are watching this interview right now, ma'am?
Yeah. So Krishna, I'll just end up saying, I'll say it only one line, and it is for all age category. It is for men, women, children's, old people, everyone. Like, and the one sentence is, fitness ka dose आधा घंटा रोज.
Can you please tell it
Okay.
in English once again, ma'am?
Yeah, fitness, like do fitness half an hour daily. Okay.
Fitness?
Your interview is going to fitness for half an hour daily. Like
Oh,
fitness ka
fitness for
dose
half an hour. Yeah, half an hour daily.
daily. So it's in like it's in English we can say fitness ka dose आधा घंटा रोज.
Yeah, I do understand. That's a kind of rhyming thing. And also at the same time, good message like each and every day, half an hour fitness. Just allocate. I
Yeah.
do understand, ma'am. So thank you once again for coming and letting me host this interview. That was a great kind of discussion which we had with you regarding prenatal and postnatal kind of fitness exercises. So people who are watching this interview, please do subscribe to our Women Today YouTube channel and please click on the bell icon so that you can receive notifications whenever I do post kind of new videos regarding new women entrepreneurs and working women across different cities in India and also across different countries in the world. If you have any kind of doubts, please do comment in the comment section. And people who are going through kind of pregnancy times and who are giving a good healthy kind of lifestyle to the kind of kid, newborn kid, if they want to have any kind of doubts regarding the kind of prenatal and postnatal fitness exercises, our Niva ma'am is here to help you out. I'll just mention her Instagram link down in the YouTube description so that you can message her, have a conversation with her. If you have any kind of doubts, our Neva ma'am is happy to help you out. She will just give you the right guidance. She will give you a green signal whether you can do the exercises or you just have to stop it. So everything kind of exercises comes within the guidance of Neva ma'am. So thank you once again, Neva ma'am, for having me in this interview. And this is your Krishna signing off. And today's our guest is from Delhi, and her name is Neva, prenatal and postnatal fitness expert. So thank you once again, ma'am. Have a good day, ma'am.
Thank you so much, Krishna. Thank you for giving me the opportunity. Thank
Yeah,
you.
thank you, ma'am.